Hello, friends. How are you? Are you excited for this episode? I know you must be waiting for this as I'm going to introduce to you someone who has been a very respectable name in field hockey. He is the only Sikh hockey Olympian outside India to win an Olympic gold medal in team games. Yes, I am talking about Kulbir Bhaura, though he comes from Jalandhar, but now he has been in England or representing Great Britain for a long time. In 1984, he was a member of the Great Britain hockey team that won a bronze in Los Angeles, the same place where Alexei Wall became the first man of Indian descent to win an Olympic gold in 184-kilometer cycling race. And 4 years later, Kulbir Buara traveled with Great Britain hockey team to Seoul, where the team won a gold, and Kulbir Bhaura scripted history to become first player of Indian descent to win a gold medal for a team other than India. So, how Kulbir is doing these days? He is associated with Indian Gymkhana in London. I buttonholed him at the Space Stadium in Sikh Union Club in Nairobi when he had come there to participate in the 100-year celebrations of the club. So over to Kulbir. Mr. Bhaura, you are one of very few non-resident Indians or Sikhs outside India who won 2 medals. So how do you feel like your achievement? Why it has not been followed up by any other Sikh hockey Olympian?
Well, it's an achievement in the sense that I've represented Great Britain, and it's been a great privilege to having represented that at that international level. And so obviously my ambition always was to play international hockey, either for India or for Great Britain. But the opportunity came at Great Britain, so I managed to achieve those medals.
Yeah, and since when you won a bronze, how was the feeling? And when then you went on for a year later to win a gold. So how was your experience being a Sikh playing for a country other than India and winning medals at successive Olympic Games?
Well, I've never expected to win a gold medal after having won the bronze medal, because I thought that was the ultimate, and that was, in fact, that achievement was much more pleasurable, if you like. I enjoyed winning the bronze medal more than I did with the gold medal, purely because it was the first medal, and but then we excelled. We ended up with the silver European Championships and also the World Cup.
That's right.
We got a silver medal, and then went on to for the gold in 1988. So yeah, I mean it was something you dream about.
Yeah.
You never thought you would ever achieve it, and so I feel very lucky to having done that.
But don't you think after your era, now time has come, not many people are like Punjabis or Sikhs playing for countries other than India. They are taking to hockey. The number is coming down very rapidly.
I think the hockey doesn't get the exposure it needs to expand the sport. I know India's national league that they have the Indian Hockey League. That has exposed to a certain extent, and now the Pro League that is started around the world is having some effect, but it's still not enough to really elevate the sport to the next level.
Yeah.
I think it needs a lot of exposure. I think the media needs to be more involved, and so it can be presented on television in a much better way to make it more attractive for the youngsters to come into the sport. So because soccer is so huge,
Yeah.
it takes over the majority of the television time and everything, and so it makes very difficult for other sports to get a viewing. So hockey has always been a poor
Sport, yeah.
as a result of that, and so I just wish that we can bring more youngsters into the sport. I'm based in London. We run our youth sections, and we really struggle
Right.
to get any sort of decent numbers for children to come into our club, and so it's. Our membership is getting older and older, but we just cannot recruit enough children to have a future. So,
Yeah. And now one of your seniors, maybe Avtar Tari, has done a job getting a blue turf here.
yes.
So it's become the first club, probably first club in Africa to have a AstroTurf. So what do you think, like your contribution of Avtar and the pitch, will it help our community?
Well, it certainly will help. I think the excitement of having a new AstroTurf and maybe a few more youngsters will start coming. I wish Larry the best of luck because I think, as I just explained, that it's a dying sport for us. Even in Kenya, I noticed that the numbers are down in a big way. But this is a good base. It's a fantastic club. I think a lot of history behind it.
Yeah.
And I just wish that we can take it to the next level.
And how you like talk about the contribution of Punjabi community to Great British hockey? Great Britain hockey is like you played and Sundar Keer played, but now we don't see many players of our descent playing for Great Britain or England.
I think it's the same problem. It's getting the exposure, especially with the Asian youngsters. They tend to get attracted to cricket more and to football, but hockey they just don't.
Because there's no money in it, or
Well, there's definitely no money in it. Not to make a career of it.
Well, that's right.
There is some money in it, but it's not enough to have a career. And as you know, our Asians are far more ambitious.
that's right.
Sport it takes second
That's right.
second seat, and the careers they're focused on getting the kids educated and having a good career. So sport is not really
That's right.
on the agenda.
Yeah. That's true. So you keep watching Indian hockey team. What are your impressions of India's
I'm
back-to-back
excited.
bronze medals in two Olympics?
Yeah, I'm excited about India because we really missed India in both India and Pakistan for a number of years. And but now I think India has obviously invested a lot in
That's
hockey,
right.
and they're on the right tracks to hopefully one day they'll win the Olympics again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
Being an
coming
Indian,
games.
it is.
So you
I
keep
like to see them.
keep visiting India.
Sorry.
You keep visiting India.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Where you actually come from? In
I'm born in Jalandhar.
Jalandhar, right?
In Punjab, and so I have my roots
Oh,
back
roots,
home,
yeah.
and a lot of friends, a lot of family still in India.
Yeah.
So it's I still wish India to be successful.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Thank
for your time.
And this was Kulbir Bhaura. Very humble, down-to-earth man, and a great hockey player, and a great friend of hockey players from Punjab, especially our MLA from Jalandhar Cantonment, Rajinder Singh. So Kulbir keeps on visiting India. Now he still plays hockey. He's very much attached to hockey, and we hope one day we will see more of him in India and his association with hockey in Punjab or hockey in India. And how do you feel about this interview? Feel free to send your comments, and we will try to incorporate some of your comments and make improvements in this series of Panj Minute. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned. Till then, bye.